I'm Dr. Michael G. Strauss. I'm an experimental particle physicist, and I'm also a Christian. For many years I've talked at universities and high schools and churches about the integration between science and Christian faith. This is a subject that is often discussed, but discussed in such a way that there's probably more heat than light given to the subject. As someone who's both a Christian and a scientist, I actually think that these two arenas are two that integrate quite nicely, that what we learn in science actually supports the biblical record and vice versa. And so about a year and a half ago, a friend of mine encouraged me to begin to write a blog that discussed the relationship of science and Christianity, and I did that. The blog is www.michaelgstrauss.com. But I decided there are some of you who would probably rather look at short videos rather than go read a blog. And so I'm beginning, hopefully, a series of short 3-minute videos that discuss some of my conclusions about the integration of science and biblical Christianity. And I hope to put these up on a regular basis and be able to give more light and heat to the subject. One of the distinctives that I bring to this conversation is that people have told me I'm able to explain complex issues in simple language. And that's what I hope to do. By doing that, you don't always go into the details, but you get a good overview of what's going on, an overall feeling for what's going on. And so I hope to do that, to bring some complex issues, some biblical ideas, some scientific discoveries to the forefront. I have a good background for this. I have a PhD in experimental particle physics. I went to a Christian liberal arts college where I had formal Bible training, and I think I'm able to discuss some of these subjects with some level of integrity and knowledge. So I hope to do that. Much of what I'll talk about is how modern scientific discoveries about the origin and design in the universe actually point to God. But also I'll talk a lot about the biblical side of things. How is it that the story of creation in Genesis actually meshes with the biblical record? And so I hope that those subjects can be explored throughout these videos. I've just released my first book that discusses this again in simple, hopefully enjoyable language that you would enjoy reading. The book is called The Creator Revealed. You can get it on Amazon. You can get it from the publisher Westbow. And if this is a subject that interests you, and if you found that some of the books you've read or some of the conversations you've heard have been somewhat technical, hard to understand, then I think this is a book that would be easy and simple to understand in language that is not so technical, but more conversational. So again, I hope that this is the beginning of a relationship we have where we can explore together these exciting principles about science and Christianity.